Well, hello again, beautiful, precious ones. Thank the Lord I made it back home. I hit a couple of, I went to 3 thrift stores and went to the post office first. Well, let me back up. Hope and pray all is well. Went on to the post office and got my package in the mail. Went and picked up my comforter that I'm going to switch out there in my guest bedroom. And then I went to one Goodwill and they had this brand new Joan Rivers blouse here. It's uniquely made. I can't wait to wear it. Normally, if I had went there first, then I could have put it in the cleaners, because that's what I do when I buy clothes. I either wash them or put them in the cleaners. Then I went to other thrift store and they had this red bag. It's really, really, really cute. And I have some red shoes that, and I didn't have a purse to match. So, and it was only $10 and it's brand new too. And let me see here. Let me see. And then at another thrift store, they didn't have anything. I'm just doing videos, you know. I guess I did get a little bored. But I forgot to finish up what I was saying. On my way back home, and you know what? It is ridiculous. The streets, everyone that I went on is cleared. There is just some mush in different spots. Leaving out, I had no problem leaving out of leaving off my street as soon as the young man finished, you know, clearing out my driveway and getting some up there to the street. And on my way back, I didn't have a problem. I just drove right on in. I didn't back in this time because I had to get my stuff out the car. I drove in because I'm planning on being in for a couple of days. Maybe, I don't know, you know. But when I was putting my items on the porch, a truck came and the tire just spinning. God is so good. God is so awesome. And in the Jesus Calling book that this morning it was saying, you know, not to worry, that the Lord be with you, you know. And I say, Lord, I'm going to trust you because, you know, I need oxygen, you know. I need to get out and I just, you know, staying in here, although I love staying home, was just getting next to me. And I prefer to get more spiritual than fleshly. And that's what I was getting, you know. Although it's fun, you know, I be seeing people, they be doing the grocery haul and stuff, you know. And I really don't care to do that. I'm just, you know, it's I guess, can give me, you know, if I get, you know, 4 or 5 views, it'll help me to, you know, to get to one day, hopefully, to be monetized. But I didn't have any greens. All I have is just, you know, things for a salad. So, and the first food line I went to, they moving, and they have started another food line over by the Goodwill. So I said I would go in there once I left that Goodwill, but it was so much stuff to try to get in. I said, no, I'm gonna go to the one on the Po Folk side of town. That's my favorite one. You know, some people, they don't like to go there because they say it's, you know, it's Food Land. All Food Land got the same thing, you know. My goodness, it's all in how you see it, all in how you think. But I didn't get in there, so I went to the one that I normally go to, and they didn't have avocados. The shelves is bare because they move into the new food line. And so I didn't get anything. I had got watermelon, but I put it back. And I say, well, I go to another thrift store over by the highway, and it's a food line right there. So I messed up. I say I want some spaghetti, and I don't really care that much for spaghetti. I like angel hair pasta, but I got some spaghetti, and I have ground beef in the fridge. I'm going to pull it out. And in a couple of days, I'm going to fix the spaghetti. But I'm going to put this sausage in here. And if I want something just to snack on, they did have some bread. But I like hot dog buns. and I can put it in the skillet with just a little bit of butter and put some garlic over it, and eat that. Get a real crunchy cup of coffee. I'm good, you know. And these are pork neck bones, smoked pork neck bones, and I have some dried lima beans in the pantry. So, and I have black-eyed peas in the freezer, navy beans in the freezer, but they don't have any meat in them. So I'll probably just let those stay frozen. And I'm going to boil this meat here for about an hour, discard that water, you know, after I wash it real good. Wash and rinse it off, and then put it in more water, and then put my beans in there. But I remember many years ago, I had some mustard greens, and it had a piece of ham hock like this right here. And so I got that for those greens, and it won't be that much fat. And I got a piece of watermelon, just one. This will be 2 pieces, 2 servings for me. I wanted something sweet, but I didn't want to keep messing up getting cookies and stuff, you know. And so I got 1 can, which $2.59. That was just too high, but you know, it is what it is. And all this together was just $31. However, 3 avocados was $3.99. $3.99. But the single ones that they had in that second food line that I went to was soft, and they didn't have that many there. And I won't be, you know, probably eating one today. So I like to buy them when they're hard, because when they're soft, you have to eat them up. And eggs. I only eat the egg white, so I only buy 6 at a time, and that's if I buy them, because I rarely buy eggs, you know. So, and I can make spaghetti sauce, but I just bought some, you know, and they didn't have no bell peppers. Lord have mercy. I went to get some mushrooms, but I say no. I have a 2 more New York strips in the freezer, but I don't want steak, you know, because I need to take that little bit that I cut up, take it out, and eat it up, you know. That's what I do. I cook foods, and then I put it in the freezer, and I pull it out, and I turn it every which way but loose, you know, every which way but loose. And I'm so thankful that for not being high-minded, you know, not at all. All right. Let me get off of here and get some water in me, and I'm going to prop my feet up. I won't be cooking any of this today, you know, any of it. I will be eating half of my watermelon. So, just killing time, just chit-chatting. But as usual, remember, wise men, ladies, boys, and girls still seek Jesus. Oh my goodness, I'm just so thankful. I am just so thankful, y'all. You know, just trust the Lord. That's all we have to do, is just trust the Lord, you know. And see, I find that there are people that they're jealous. You know, they don't rejoice. I rejoice with people when they are joyful. You know, this is nothing right here. You got people that, man, they go and they spend hundreds of dollars, or they order hundreds of dollars worth of goods, stuff, what they want. I get what I want, you know, and this is what I want, you know. Even if I had ran out of my little two nickels that I had to rub together, I got good credit, you know. I could switch over to that. But thank the Lord, I didn't have to do that, you know. But how people don't rejoice, and especially those that call themselves knowing the Lord, you know, they don't rejoice with you. And people are just so wonderful. Oh my goodness, when I got that hat in Goodwill, I had the sound down because, you know, you get copyright on YouTube. So I had the sound down. And this lady said, ooh, that's a great find. And I told her the hat was $119. It still had the price tag on it. And they reduced it to $69.99. And I got it for $3.99, you know. And she said, oh, great find, you know. And everybody, you know, and then leaving out a food line. And even in the other two, it's just I'm just so thankful for precious people, you know. And when I tell you, I don't be looking at folk grinning and carrying on. Especially when I'm in these thrift stores, honey, I'm like a hound dog. I'm sniffing, you know. That's what I'm doing. I ain't in there looking for no friends or nothing. You know, but God is just, you know, He give us what we need, and everybody needs some friendliness in their life. You know, if you don't, it's definitely something wrong with you. You know, if your heart is so hard and you so bitter, you know, that you don't need none of that, then my prayers are with you. All right, Jesus loves you, and so do I. Till next time, bye bye.